Are you reading my mind? Because you knew the fear I tried to hide even before I spoke it aloud. You saw what no one else could, every silent scream, every shadow of doubt, every secret longing I carried. Sometimes I feel exposed, yet safe, because you understand the unspoken language of my heart. How did you see the cracks in me before I even realized they were there? You sensed the storm brewing inside me when the world only saw calm waters. It's terrifying and beautiful that someone can feel the weight of my thoughts without a word. Are you reading my mind, or are we simply two souls speaking in silence? You noticed my hesitation, my doubts, the battles I've been fighting alone, and yet never judged me. No one else sees the way I crumble under smiles, yet you see every fragment. Sometimes I wish I could hide, but then you see me anyway, and I feel alive. How do you find me in the chaos of my own thoughts, always knowing exactly what I need? You understood my silence when even my voice betrayed me. I fear my mind is too loud, too messy, but you listen to every thought without flinching. The way you see me makes me believe someone can know my soul without words. You sensed the vulnerability I hide from the world and held it like it was precious. Are you reading my mind, or is it just that we've become mirrors of each other? You saw the pain I thought I hid too well, and somehow made it feel lighter. Nobody else notices the little tremors of doubt or excitement, but you do, always. I am terrified and to be known this deeply, yet you make it feel safe. You understood the contradictions in me, my strength and fragility, and never asked me to change. Are you reading my mind, or did you just enter the chambers of my heart effortlessly? You felt the moments I tried to erase, the mistakes I wanted buried and still stayed. The way you see me, unfiltered and raw, is more intimate than any touch. You understood my hidden dreams, the ones I barely admit to myself. No one else could perceive the tension behind my smile, the longing in my eyes, but you did. Are you reading my mind, or is it just our souls in quiet conversation? You know the thoughts I can't say aloud, the ones that make me feel exposed and alive. It's unsettling and comforting that you know me better than I know myself sometimes. You saw the unspoken apology in my eyes before my lips could form it. Even in crowded rooms, you notice the thoughts I think I hide so well. Are you reading my mind, or is it that I'm finally allowing someone to truly see me? You sensed my loneliness before I admitted it to myself. The world misses the tremor in my laughter, but you feel it as clearly as I do. How do you see the secrets of my heart without ever needing permission? You read the space between my words, the weight of my pauses, and the longing in my silence. Sometimes I feel unsafe, yet your understanding wraps around me like a shield. Are you reading my mind, or are you simply attuned to the rhythm of my soul? You noticed my fears, my desires, and even the dreams I refused to speak, and never judged me. You saw the person I tried to hide, and yet loved them more fiercely than I expected. The way you read me leaves me exposed, trembling, and strangely exhilarated. Are you reading my mind, or are we just two hearts colliding in perfect understanding? You see the thoughts I erase before they exist, and yet embrace them as part of me. You sensed my hesitation, my hope, and my despair, and held them like they were sacred. The world doesn't understand the quiet storm inside me, but you feel every gust. Are you reading my mind? Or did you simply choose to know me deeply without asking? You saw the longing I didn't even realize I was carrying and made it feel safe. You felt the anxiety behind my calm, the fire behind my restraint, and never flinched. How do you know the unspoken things, the thoughts I hide, even from myself? You sensed my true truth before I had the courage to say it. Are you reading my mind, or have we simply learned the language of unspoken hearts? You saw the sadness I buried, the hope I whispered, and still stayed present. You notice every crack, every trembling hope, every silent scream, and make them feel seen. Even when I tried to close off, you find the door to my hidden thoughts. Are you reading my mind? Or is it that I've finally allowed someone to truly witness me? You know the tension I mask, the vulnerability I guard, and somehow it brings me peace. You felt the storm inside me before it reached the surface and held me steady. Are you reading my mind, or is this just an alignment of our soul's frequencies? You saw the parts of me I thought no one could ever understand and embraced them anyway. You noticed every tremor, every hesitation, every secret hope I've buried, and somehow you loved it. Are you reading my mind, or is it that we've become two halves finally understanding the whole? You felt the tremor of my hidden desires before they even formed, and suddenly I wasn't alone. Are you reading my mind, or did you simply notice the silent battles I refused to admit? You sensed the quiet panic behind my smiles and held my trembling heart as if it mattered. Even when I try to vanish into my thoughts, you reach me like a lighthouse in the fog. You saw the cracks in my armor before I could even acknowledge them myself. Are you reading my mind, or is it that you simply recognize the whispers of my soul? You knew the truth I couldn't speak, the longing I couldn't admit and yet stayed. You feel the tension I hide from the world, and somehow it comforts me. Are you reading my mind? Or is it just that we think in the same secret language? You noticed the fear behind my laughter and held it like it was precious. You read the silence between my words and understood the storm I was weathering. Are you reading my mind? Or did our hearts simply synchronize without permission? You saw the parts of me I hoped no one would ever notice and still lingered. You sensed the shadows of my past in the way I hesitated and still offered your hand. Are you reading my mind? Or do you just understand the rhythm of my hidden thoughts? You knew my insecurities before they even surfaced, yet you never treated me differently. You noticed the ache behind my eyes and made me feel understood without words. Are you reading my mind? Or is it that you just feel me in ways no one else does? You saw the battles I fight in silence and fought alongside me without asking for proof. You felt the tremor of my unspoken dreams and nurtured them as if they were your own. Are you reading my mind? Or did our souls simply collide in quiet understanding? You saw the truth I hide from myself and embraced it without hesitation. You sensed my quiet desperation and answered with the gentlest kind of patience. Are you reading my mind? Or did you simply choose to witness every fragment of me? You noticed my doubts, my fears, my secret longings, and never flinched at them. You understood my silence when everyone else mistook it for weakness. Are you reading my mind? Or is it just that you can feel my soul's tremors? You saw my longing in a glance, my secrets in a sigh, and my chaos in a heartbeat. You sensed the turmoil behind my calm and somehow made it feel safe. Are you reading my mind? Or have we just learned the intimate dance of unspoken hearts? You noticed the hesitation in my voice before it became audible. You saw the pain I thought I hid perfectly and held it with reverence. Are you reading my mind? Or is this simply the way two souls recognize each other? You felt the weight of my unspoken words and cradled them as if they were sacred. You saw the invisible lines I drew around myself and gently erased them. Are you reading my mind? Or do you simply recognize the echo of your own heart in mine? You noticed the tremor in my resolve and steadied me without speaking. You saw the depth of my longing and didn't flinch at the intensity. Are you reading my mind? Or is it just that you sense the invisible threads I leave behind? You knew my hidden fears before I admitted they existed. You saw the quiet despair beneath my smiles and held me anyway. Are you reading my mind? Or are we simply two hearts that cannot lie to each other? You noticed the weight I carry in silence and offered your strength without demand. You sensed the storms I hide and gave me calm without asking for explanation. Are you reading my mind, or do you simply feel the unspoken truths I keep? You knew the hope I tried to bury and nurtured it as if it was sacred. You saw the cracks before I could even acknowledge them and kiss them with understanding. Are you reading my mind, or is it that you simply see me in my entirety? You sensed the depth of my longing, the fragility of my heart, and loved it anyway. You read the thoughts I never dared speak and responded with gentle certainty. Are you reading my mind, or did you simply choose to know me fully without condition? You saw the invisible battles I fight and stood beside me without hesitation. You noticed my tremors, my doubts, and my unspoken dreams, and held them sacred. Are you reading my mind, or is it that we are bound by the same invisible thread? You saw the hidden ache in my laughter and made it feel like beauty. You sensed the quiet fire in me and nurtured it without fear. Are you reading my mind, or do you simply recognize the rhythm of my hidden soul? You saw the tears I never let fall and cradled them with care. You noticed the moments I thought I was invisible and made me feel luminous. Are you reading my mind, or is it just that our souls speak in a language no one else knows?